Alright, what is up everyone? Welcome back to another video. And today, I'm going to go over the 4 best exercises to grow your shoulders. And now, I might not have the biggest shoulders in the world genetically, but they have definitely grown over the past couple of years, honestly. And I'll show you pictures, maybe I'll pop up some pictures of what my shoulders used to look like and what they look like now, just so you can get a reference. And these, I usually just keep these 4 shoulders. I'll switch them around every now and then, but this is like the 4 that have really grown my shoulders, that I've fallen to love, and I really rarely go out of these. So the first exercise that we'll start off with is a Smith Machine shoulder press. The Smith Machine shoulder press, and the Smith Machine in general, is probably one of the most undervalued machines. The Smith Machine, it's different. You don't have to worry about like controlling the weight too much, like balancing the weight, because the Smith Machine keeps you in line already. So with shoulder press, you kind of want, like if you're doing a dumbbell, you kind of want your elbows tilted in a bit, so you're not flat out, so you're not straight out. And that Smith Machine, you have that ability to like curl in a bit and press up, which is why the Smith Machine is one of the best things. So it's easier on your shoulders than dumbbells, because dumbbells you have to kind of control the weight or balance the weight out, because sometimes your one arm is stronger than the other. There's less risk of injury, and when you come down, you just want your elbows in line with your shoulders. Even with dumbbells, anything like that, any type of pressing movement for shoulders, you want your elbows in line with your shoulders. You don't want to go down, because that's how you can hurt your shoulders. Everything's slow and controlled. It's easy to go heavy on the Smith Machine. You just want to make sure you can control the weight and you're not ego lifting. But Smith Machine is probably one of the best shoulder exercises to do, so if you're not doing it, you got to do it. Next is lateral raises. Now, dumbbell lateral raises are great, but you never have tension on the muscle when you're at the bottom. So cable lateral raises is where I go, and why I love it is because even when you take it just a little bit, you already have the tension on the shoulder, on your delts, and so you're already working out the muscle without even doing a full rep. So you want to make sure your elbows are 45 degrees, or like your arms are 45 degrees, so you don't want to be like straight out, but you don't want to be like to the front. You kind of want to be angled a bit. And I usually place on like all my quads, and I'll go out like that. And I don't know why people, and it's weird how people, or like people that are training, do lateral raises. They always bring up their forearms past where their bicep and tricep are, and you don't want to do that. I almost like curl my wrists on the dumbbells, or like cables, whatever you're using. Curl your wrists so your so your forearms are lower than your bicep. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you, like you'll see in the videos what I mean by that. But yeah, go to failure drop sets are big on these. Drop sets are key to growing whatever muscle you want to grow. They're insane. Next is a machine shoulder press. So we just did a pressing movement, we did a squeezing movement, and now we're back to another pressing movement. And machine shoulder press, this is, if you have this in your gym, which most gyms usually do because it is a machine, highly undervalued machine. I mean, I at the gym I go to, no one's on it. No one is on it. It's crazy. Every time I want to use it, it's always open. It targets more your front delt, which a pressing movement usually does target more your front delt. But this one, you can have like 2. You can have one out here, or you can be in here. I'm usually in here on the line, just targeting my front delt a little bit more. So I consider this like a front delt movement. And it keeps you in line, like a Smith Machine. You don't have to worry about balancing it. It's easy to go heavy on. You can do tons of drop sets and slow and controlled reps, bro. You drop setting like crazy on this. I think like I just said, elbows want to be out a little bit like this, so when you're in this motion, so you're pushing up like that. And it's not, you can't really get hurt on these machines. That's why I'd rather play it safe than go to dumbbells and try and go heavy, even with a spotter, and then end up injuring myself because I'll go too far past or something like that. Machine shoulder press, very undervalued. Now, you don't have to do 2 pressing movements in a shoulder workout. I like to. But you could do two, like, whatever's lacking more. And my front delts are definitely not lacking, so I'm probably going to switch it up. But this is just how I grew my shoulders. So if you're just starting, these are 4 great exercises for that. Our last exercise is going to be a rear delt fly. So rear delts are very, very underdeveloped for mostly all people. Everyone that lifts, because they just don't train it. It's like they don't know when to train it, they don't know how to train it. And rear, you can pick, there's not many machines to do, or like many exercises to do for it. I'm not too keen on doing a seated dumbbell rear delt fly, because dumbbells just don't hold tension on the muscle as well as like cables or a machine. So you could either do a reverse pec deck, or what I do is a machine cable fly. And you'll see here, I just keep my arms straight the whole time. My chest is up, my scapula is rolled back. So I'm really targeting the rear delts and not like my upper back or my middle back or wherever. It would probably be my upper back that I would be targeting. It's just like rear delt. I didn't hit rear delts for like the first year and a half of me lifting, or for not year and a half, first year of me lifting at all really. And they're very underdeveloped now, so I'm getting in the groove of doing that. But I don't really drop set that much on these. I just like to keep the tension on the muscle for as long, so I'll hold it for like 2, 3 or 4 seconds. When I'm out like this, I'll keep tension on the rear delt, and then I'll go down slowly. You don't even need to go heavy on this. Like, you can if you want, but you don't need to, because it's a very quick thing to grow to. Not quick, but you can grow faster than most muscles, I would say. Like, my rear delt's pretty out there already, not to where I want it to be. Like, I want it bigger, but it's grown in the past like year or so substantially. Yeah, so that's really gonna be it. These are the 4 exercises for like total muscle growth for the shoulders. Shoulders is, or rear delts in general, you just gotta focus on your rear delts. If you want big shoulders, if you want that 3D look, you really have to focus on the rear delt. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something from this video, because I do love making these type of videos. I'm just gonna be straight up. I'm not the most knowledgeable person on this, but I do like to have some knowledge on this kind of stuff, like teaching you guys how to grow, especially the people that are just getting into it. Whether you're, now I see 12-year-olds in the gym, 13, 14, 15, that are just getting into it, that are skinny or overweight and just want to grow muscle and build muscle. These are 4 exercises that are gonna do that job. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys like, subscribe, comment, and turn on post notifications, because that always helps. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.